Think about things that are bad for you: smoking, alcohol, narcotics, and sugar. All of these come with some sort of warning, or we are told to not use them excessively. But ever wonder if Netflix requires a warning label? Probably not, because TV can't damage your health and well-being. Wrong. Students all around campus claim they are binge watchers, but does anyone really know what binge watching is? According to Netflix, binge watching is the practice of watching at least 2 to 6 episodes of a television program in rapid succession in one sitting. But binge watching is a new thing. In the past, students were unable to watch countless episodes at a time, and they were forced to wait a week between episode airings. Digital screening platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Crave TV allow individuals to watch episode after episode without stopping. Most may believe that watching multiple episodes of a television program in rapid succession could be relaxing and a stress reliever, but studies show that binge watching is linked to avoidance and stress instigating. Many students on campus have the idea in their head that after long weekends of studying and even longer weekends of going out, why shouldn't I relax with some drama that's not my own? While it may feel like innocent downtime, students start to unconsciously avoid problems. They put their new show ahead of their relationships, health, and schoolwork, which in turn causes an increased stress level. We get so obsessed with the idea of someone else's fake life that we start to question and avoid our own. But why do we do this? Cognitive empathy is a largely conscious drive to recognize accurately and understand another's emotional state, and it is the main reason we binge watch. We are emotionally invested in these fictional characters' lives that we start to put their lives in front of our own. We psychologically relate our lives to these fictional characters and get down and sad when our lives do not resemble that of the characters. Paul Zak, a neuroeconomist, conducted a study to signify how fictional story plots can affect hormone levels, like the stress hormone cortisol and the hormone associated with caring. He showed millennials a video with a fictional plot, and these hormones buzzed based on the scenario of the video. This proved that these stories on television do more than just entertain. They actually create emotional response driven by our body's hormones. A Faculty of Information and Media Studies professor at Western University, Tim Blackmore, told the Western Gazette, "People are going to get caught up in a story. They must set aside other activities if they love the story." Blackmore believes that nowadays, viewers take in entire seasons at a time instead of appreciating and anticipating the arc of one episode at a time. A sedentary lifestyle can contribute to many health problems like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. And considering Western students are in class anywhere from 10 to 25 hours a week and have about 5 to 10 hours of reading a week, students already have minimal time for physical activity. But here we are, adding more hours of sitting down by watching television for countless hours to our own schedule, and this leaves even less space in our schedule for physical activity. What many students are unaware of is that sitting down and reading or studying actually burns more calories than sitting down and watching TV, because your brain is working harder when you are learning something new. So one idea is, if you're obsessed with watching TV, watch something that educates you and force your mind to work and have a different perspective on the world. Binge watching can also trigger negative psychological effects. There are many intriguing shows with graphic content and emphasis on self-harm, like 13 Reasons Why. When shows like this are binge-watched, viewers start to question certain aspects of their lives and their own mental health. They fall in love with these shows originally because they think it makes their lives seem better. But by the end of the series, they actually start to find comparison between their lives and the characters' lives that aren't real, and they spiral and head down a dark path. In regards to students' academics and binge-watching, Blackmore says, "In the academic world, my guess is that most of us binge-watch during exam or essay time, and this is the time you can least afford it. There are a limited number of hours in a day where we can do work. We tend to assume that we can get by with 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but you may get sick or find it hard to pay attention in class." Students will watch episodes in rapid succession to relieve stress. However, most students do this during high-stress periods, but in turn, this leads to even higher stress levels because now students are procrastinating and focusing more on someone else's lives, and their life is irrelevant to the essay that you have due next week and your exam this Saturday. We decided to ask fellow Western University students about their knowledge of binge watching and their own tendencies.
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix.
So I like to, sometimes if I can't find Netflix, I'll search up many episodes. So I'll use that, the internet's out there.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix. I don't know. I just jump around. I guess I'm watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine right now.
Family Guy or Grey's?
Friends.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The Mindy Project.
Dragon Ball Z.
Suits. Week and a half.
A week?
2 days.
Like a week.
Probably 2 weeks.
3 days.
Like 7 days a week.
Every other day?
2.
Every day.
So I would say probably average like 5 to 10 episodes a week.
Like every night. 2 to 3.
3.
4?
That could vary between like 1 if I'm really busy, or like a couple if it's like I'm not doing anything. Then I'll watch probably 5 maybe.
2 or 3?
It's when you excessively watch TV and don't move.
So it's like watching like the same episode, like I would say like consecutively. I'm not sure how many times it would be considered, but like in one sitting.
I'd basically just say like watching a ton of like shows like consecutively in one sitting.
It's basically like when you watch like a lot of episodes consecutively.
When you like watch a bunch of shows in a row.
Good. Yeah, watching the same show more than a certain amount of times a day, or really no number.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
5 episodes at a time.
4?
Upwards of 10.
It's 2.
It's 2? How long is the episode?
Any length.
Any like 20-minute episodes.
I don't know about that one.
Like they're pretty short. They're only like 20 minutes. So if I'm like watching TV for like an hour, it's like 3 episodes.
Well, I mean they're short, so I watch multiple. Also, sometimes I'm invested in it and I want to know what's next.
Because Netflix comes down, so I have to.
I don't know. Like for the most part, they lead to the next one. Like one leads to the one from before. Yeah, and just keep going with that.
No, I don't.
Depends how late I stay up, but I guess so.
Yeah, for the most part, like I don't usually like to change my routine. So because I watch so much Netflix, in my regular routine, it wouldn't really change for exams.
Yeah, it's like a stress reliever.
Binge watching isn't only prevalent on campus or to university students. According to a study done by Lise Exelman and Jan Vanden Balk, of their sample of 423 people, 80.6% identified themselves as a binge viewer. Although binge watching is harmful to our health, it is very unlikely to disappear from our generation anytime soon. However, there are ways we can fix it and help it. First of all, we're not saying to never watch TV again, but like everything else in life, everything is okay in moderation. So rather than watching 5 episodes at a time, try watching 1 a day. In order to stay off your butt, try doing something active while watching your favorite show, like running on a treadmill, riding a stationary bike, or watching a fitness show that involves getting up and moving along with the screen. Some students get creative and have made exercise games based around tendencies in certain shows. For example, our friend Andrew Servey does 10 jumping jacks every time Chuck Bass gets slapped on Gossip Girl. Many students are also goal-oriented, and because of this, Blackmore suggests that students set up a reward-based system for watching TV. Finally, another alternative is playing video games that require physical activity such as Just Dance or Wii Fit. In a half hour, you can burn up to 190 calories and work out while having fun. By incorporating these tactics, people will no longer rely on digital streaming platforms to help them get through the day. So after all this, do we still believe Netflix should not have a warning label?